If you come to enjoy Scarborough's beaches, then you know when your visit ends, the only way to get back home is by going up. The Victorians were very smart people, and by the 19th century, and they were coming up with all kinds of ways to make life easier for lots and lots of people. And that included people who visited the South Bay in Scarborough near the spa area. And they actually created the Scarborough Spa cliff lift, or funicular if you like. And that is the oldest cliff lift that operated in this country, and it's still operating today. In fact, it's just behind me up there. Let's go and check it out. So I've just paid to get through, but I was just chatting to Kyle here. Kyle's worked here for a few years, haven't you, Kyle?
I have, yeah. I've worked here for about 4, coming on 5 years now.
And have you got anything interesting that you could tell me about the cliff lift?
Yeah, it was built by the Victorians in 1870s. When it was first built, it cost a penny to go down and 2p to go up. The reason for that is it's all the rich, wealthy people lived up the top there, and they didn't want the poorer people coming up, really. So it used to cost double going up.
So they used to charge more to go.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And yeah, other than that, it's a listed building. Hasn't changed a lot since, other than a lick of paint.
So is this the original building?
This is the original building, yeah. Everything you can see around you is been here for a lot longer than I have. Yeah.
Just waiting for it to set off. Let's have a little look over here. We go out. That's what we're looking at. And we're off, going up. It's incredibly steep, I have to say. And this bit that we're just going over right now, you can actually see, there's actually a tunnel that's been closed for years and years and years that used to go underneath it, and they're reopening it as part of all this cliff work that they've done to do it. Let's just check the views out as we go up. You can see the castle, the spa, amazing views. All the way down to Filey over there, as you can see. And the guy is opening the doors. There we go. Thank you very much. Cheers. So as you can see at the top, amazing views over the bay. It is really lovely up here. I do wonder why we don't make more of the fact that this is the oldest cliff lift in the country. I think, especially at the top, I think the building at the top could be a bit bigger, possibly. Make a bit more of a thing about it, because it's such a fantastic thing to have for Scarborough, and it's still going strong, which is amazing. And really, we should be celebrating the fact that we have it. So I don't know. Maybe Scarborough Council could invest a bit more money into it, and maybe do the top station and renovate the bottom station a little bit as well, a bit like the other cliff lift in town, which does actually look really amazing. This one kind of looks a bit tireder and a bit older. It is obviously older, but it looks a bit tireder, it looks older. Maybe it could just do with a bit of a freshen up, I don't know, but it is fantastic. Okay, so this is Paul, the driver. Hi Paul.
Hi.
How many times a day does it go up and down?
Well, it varies throughout the year, obviously.
Yeah.
In the heat of the summer, in the summer season, probably 100, 200 times a day.
A day, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yesterday was a terrible day weather-wise. I sent 4 people down in one shift. That's all I sent down. And about 60 came up.
Is there always more people coming up?
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
Because some people will come from different directions down to the beach and think, oh, we'll take the lift back up.
Yeah.
And with the cliff stabilisation work, which has been going on for 18 months now, all the footpaths that way are closed.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first footpath here is 173 steps. So it's limited for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So we've been rather busy. I mean, the word funicular comes from the Greek word for rope. Hence two things joined by a rope or cable. So the cable comes up. Underneath here is a great big wheel, where the cables come onto the wheel, around and down, and automatically changes the direction because you're pulling on one and then you're reversing it and pulling the other.
You were just telling me about the controls as well. You were saying it's just like any other sort of railway.
Yes, really, yeah. We've got the dead man's handle, we've got the start buttons. And then at night, when we've finished with everything, we press that little parking activation button, and the cars automatically come side by side and stop midway down. And then they're locked in for the night.
Well, thanks very much, Bob. That's
You're
been really
welcome.
great.
Okay,
Nice to meet you.
And you.
I'll get my return trip back down now. I think I've
Yes, indeed.
bothered you for enough time.